This video is about to come out at an ungodly hour, like it's like 11 or something. I've been meaning to make this video. You can basically now store your PS5 games on an external device. If you were using a hard drive or a USB that was plugged into your PS5 and you were only putting PS4 games on it, then you can now put PS5 games on there as well. So let's head over to the PS5 over here. The USB I do have is actually not supported, and I'm going to show you guys exactly why, and hopefully that helps you guys out. If you haven't bought one yet, then it's something to keep in mind. So we're going to go to settings, storage, and I'm going to move my camera here so that you guys can see this. To play PS5 games that are in a USB extended storage, copy them back to console storage from your game library. Copying games from USB is faster than reinstalling games. So basically what it does is you download the game to your USB or your hard drive, and it's stored on there. The game is stored on there, and when you want to play it, it actually has to copy to the console. So you know when you download a game, it does the initial download, which is what takes really long, and then it copies to the console. And that's pretty much what this is. Every time you would want to use a PS5 game from your extended storage, you would have to copy it over, but you won't have to re-download the whole game, which is what takes really long. So this is nice to see that you can actually store your games on an external drive. You run out of space quick, so you can now store your games on a hard drive and then copy them over real quick when you want to play them. Alright, so with that, I'm going to go ahead and plug in this USB, and you're going to see what it tells me when I plug that in. So over here now, when we go to USB extended storage and we try to format this, it's going to tell me that I can't use the front port, and that's the first thing it's going to tell me. So I went ahead and plugged it into the back, and now we're going to try to format it again. Can't format this USB drive as USB extended storage. Use a USB drive that satisfies the following conditions. So this is really important for you guys to know if you're going to buy one. It needs to be a super speed USB or faster. It needs to have a capacity of 250 gigabytes minimum. So you can't use, like, this is just a 64 gigabyte USB. You can't use a 36 gigabyte or a 64 or whatever. It has to be at least 250, and the maximum you can have is 8 terabytes. So if you're thinking about buying 10 terabytes for whatever reason, if you have that many games, then that's not going to work. But it has to be directly connected, it has to have at least 250, or it has to be a USB super speed, whatever that is. I'm not going to be able to show you guys that I'm downloading games on an external USB, but the fact that you can do it is really cool, and you guys can do this now too. So if you have a USB or a hard drive that's 250 gigs, plug it in and see if you can start storing your PS5 games on there, and that way you can download them on there. When you want to play them, you don't have to re-download them, you just have to copy. I mean, you would still want to put your like secondary games on there, the games you don't really play often, that way you're not constantly having to copy games over as well. But it's nice to have if you have a game you know you play occasionally, maybe when your friends come over or something like that, then you could have that on the USB or hard drive, and then when they come over, whatever game you don't frequently play, you can copy that real quick when the time comes. This is just for us to stay up to date with the recent updates. There was a couple of changes in the April update. This is another really good change. I already covered the 120 Hertz working natively without an EDID emulator, so if you have any 120 Hertz problems, you can check that video out. If you were already using an external hard drive, then this should be nothing too crazy. You could just keep using that, but now you can put your PS5 games on there, hopefully. But yeah, this is really good news. That's pretty much it for this video. I could really use a hard drive that's in my computer and do a whole shebang just to show you guys that I can download games on there, but I'm not going to do that. Just try it for yourselves, get a supported extended storage device, and get all that figured out. But yeah, thank you guys for watching, and as always, see you guys on the next one.